Yes.
Would you say that they could be, for example, some sort of mantra or something that would help one to let certain things go? What's been happening here is um, mine is very loud.
Yes.
This time into my, and certain things I don't. It's just not part of my vocabulary, but they're coming here, and they're very disturbing.
Yeah.
And so what you were saying earlier there, watch the body. Certainly, there's a tension because I'm saying, I don't, I don't want it, and it almost seems like it's an extra weight that's happening right now for me to realize that I'm not my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's very bad. It's hard to also.
It's horrid.
No, it's hard. It's like I'm being given this extra weight to plunge into realizing that I'm not my thoughts.
Yes.
And yet it's and yet the thoughts are so disturbing that it's very difficult for me not to try to push them away.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if there would be something like when something like this show up that I could say or invoke a holy name or something that would help me to just switch.
Mm-hmm. Are you having experience with mantra?
No.
You just think maybe a mantra would help. Well, you make a bit more noise with the mantra than the others.
But maybe it would be pleasant. No.
I mean, a mantra can help. One has to know how to do mantra. Because if you keep on repeating a word or a line of words over and over again, very quickly it becomes very mechanic. You can then have the mantra going on and on at the same time, think all over the universe. It's more like a part of the consciousness then picks up that and just rumba, 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 repeats the mantra, but the whole rest still is happening.
So how not to be bothered by them?
How not to be bothered by the thoughts? Well, can I ask you, what are you usually doing? Like a way, a practice. Are you having any specific practice you are already doing?
Something, you actually helped me with this tremendously last year, asking a question, who is this showing up to, and me, and then what am I?
Right.
Who am I? And staying with that kind of unspoken sense of seeming answer, but there's no answer.
Right.
Who am I?
Right.
But it requires quite a few steps, So by then, it's kind of a long procedure to abandon those thoughts.
Yeah. So I don't think it's very advisable now to seek something else in order to deal with those thoughts. Try to deal with those thoughts with your practice that you're anyhow doing. Then, okay.
Do self-inquiry.
Who is thinking? And even if you feel you're not thinking, you're observing the thoughts, then you inquire, but who is observing? But at the same time, maybe you can support it, that you also simultaneously just to have your attention more busy and not getting pulled in those thoughts and reacting to those thoughts, that at the same time with the inquiry, you are aware of the breath. Simultaneously with the inquiry, you consciously breathe and relax. Relax your body.
Because it gets tense. when I know.
When you struggle with those thoughts, invariably you will start to tense. There are thoughts, you don't like them. You say, no, I don't want to fight them, but still, the thing is happening. And you invariably will start to get all tense, even if you are not aware of it at all. And then, along with the redirect the attention to the inquiry and make it a bit more powerful by, at the same time, being aware of the breath and relax. That makes it easier. I don't think it would be very advisable now to pick up a mantra. Except if you really have the desire to start to do mantra practice. It was just a thought how to deal with those damn thoughts.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was supposed to get easier. Somehow. I don't know why I thought that.
Sometimes you will have periods and it gets easier and easier and easier, and then it can happen like you open again a new tin of worms, and it, from deeper from your subconscious, stuff comes up. You may get subtler in your perception and also pick other stuff up, but not be able to just let it pass, but still pick it up and cling.
Right.
And then it becomes your story and your thing to do. But if you don't give up because of that, then this also will pass again. And it will get easier again. Try to combine your inquiry practice with being aware of the breath and put special attention in relaxing. It helps so much.
Yeah.
Relax your legs. Relax your feet. And the whole rest of the body start to relax. And in that physical, even if you cannot completely relax, if you give the impulse, you can relax somewhat. If you never think of it, then you are not aware how much you tense up. But if you give the impulse, then you relax somewhat. And in that relaxation, also the mental tension immediately gets a bit easier, energetically. You don't cramp up so much. And then from that perspective, you are more alert and you can more not get pulled into these kind of thoughts. Still, somehow the mind creates some interest in those thoughts. That's why it's a problem. Otherwise, these thoughts may just come and they go and they don't leave a trace. But somehow there we still get interested in the whole thing. Either positive, that you want to know something, or you go after that and get interested, or then you get interested by fighting them. And somehow, instead of fighting them, instead of getting pulled with them, learn to redirect the attention. And since you are already doing that inquiry, continue doing that inquiry, but make it more powerful by combining it with breathing consciously. Try.
There's also that sense that there is something wrong, that like...
You shouldn't think such stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
So can you please tell me that that's normal? Because it's like, I'm like...
It's not normal, but it's very usual.
It happens to more than me.
It happens to a few billion other people. Don't. The reason why also that reaction is there, because we have the feeling, after all, as we are going about it, as we are practicing, we somewhere should get a bit holier. And there is that image that somehow spiritual progress means that I'm getting holier and holier and holier. And the holier I am, the less I should have these kind of bad thoughts.
And here in this beautiful city.
Huh?
And here in India.
And here they come. The whole range of possible thoughts is there. And if you let them go, you will be surprised what kind of weird and cruel and crazy thoughts you may think. But if you don't get upset about it, or if you don't get sucked into the emotion of it, then you just watch them, they come, they go, they don't leave a trace. Like a bad smell. A bad smell comes and you fight it, it's still there. You just wait until it passes. Don't start to punish yourself and stand in judgment and think, oh my God, what a bad person I am to think this kind of thoughts. Think them. So what?
The problem is that we have the feeling in the beginning, I think. This is the problem. If you have a bad thought coming and you think, I think like that, then directly I'm a bad person. That's the problem, right?
Right.
Okay, I know that there's just traffic of thoughts.
Yes.
You know, like consciously I know that I'm not responsible. Like these are not my
Right.
thoughts, they're just kind of
But the emotions
but
still will
still,
come.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you also observe the emotions. Then don't fight the emotions. Then also that feeling of resistance and that feeling of judgmentality and what terrible thing is that? Then let also that feeling come. And observe that feeling. See how that feeling is affecting you now. And then you can, through that clear experience, conscious experience of being aware of that feeling, of that emotion, then you can bring it into your inquiry again. But who? Who is experiencing? I. Who am I? I am. I am.